My dear students, welcome back to my YouTube English channel, English with Malik sir. In the previous class, we have discussed about the importance of article "er" and they are used as determiners to determine the head noun any noun phrase. Yes, we have also discussed about articles are of two types. One is indefinite article, another is definite article. Article a or an is called indefinite article whenever they are used to indicate any head noun in indefinite manner. Similarly, article D is used as definite article as it is used to indicate any head noun in a definite manner. Yes, in today's segment we are going to describe about how article a or an is used in different meanings. Yes, let's see how. You see here we find the matter that how a or an is equal to 1. Yes, whenever a or an is 1, then generally it is used only with a countable singular noun. Countable singular noun. Yes, neither plural nor uncountable noun. Yes, it is used only before singular countable nouns. Okay, now come here we find he left home without uttering a word. Example, without uttering a word. You see, without uttering a single word or one word, he left home. Okay, now next, an egg. You see here, an egg costs 5 rupees. You see, this is the rate here we find an egg costs 5 rupees. It means one egg costs 5 rupees. Okay, next come any. You see here we find a or an is equal to any. Whenever it means any, then how? You see, an honest person is always respected. Whoever the person may be, if he or she is honest, definitely he or she is respected in our society. It's very nice because we say honesty is the best policy. Okay, now see here, a student. Similarly, whoever the student may be, a student should study mindfully. This is the noble duty of a good student. Yes. Now come to the point 3. Here we find the idea that how we use a or an in different meanings. You see here, a or an is used in the case of some or certain. You see, a Mr. Jena rang up you this morning. Yes, some Mr. Jena. Here the speaker is not confirmed about the real name of the person, and here the title some Mr. Jena. A Mr. Jena rang up you this morning. You see, a Mr. Jena means some Mr. Jena. And here in the second sentence we find on a Sunday morning. A Sunday morning. You see here, on a Sunday morning we visited Chilika. It means the speaker is not very much conscious about the date, but he remembers that it was a Sunday morning. Therefore he says on a Sunday morning we visited Chilika here. Okay, remember this is the matter. It means a certain Sunday morning. Okay, now come to the next idea. Whenever a or an is used to mean every, each, for. Every, each, for. Yes, we say. You see how the train runs at the rate of 100 kilometers an hour, it means per hour. Here, per hour, the train runs 100 kilometers per hour or Here we say an hour. Yes. And take this medicine. Whenever doctor prescribes the patient to take medicine 3 times here, 3 times a day. So remember here, 3 times a day, I mean per day, it means each day or every day. Okay, this is the meaning here, a day. Now come to the fifth point. Here we find a is equal to the same or similar. Yes, the same or similar. What does it mean? Parts of a feather. A feather means the similar or the same feather. It means flock together. This is a very nice proverb. Indicates the meaning that the persons or animals or birds, they like to remain one another in one place. It is very natural. Here we find the same. He eats a breakfast every day. A breakfast means similar breakfast. He usually takes a breakfast every day. I mean similar breakfast every day. Okay, next one. Another idea what we find in this connection, that I mean how we use a or an before the names of professions, trades, religions, etc. How? She is a Christian. It means she is a Christian by religion. Okay, a Christian. Here we find, and this is about indicating about a religion. He is a liar, or a lawyer, or hero. Yes. You see here how hero, genius, he is a genius. And here we find the matter that a is used to before these professions, I mean religions or trades, etc. Okay, as a teacher, teacher is also a profession here. As a teacher, he is wonderful. It means he is a very good teacher, no doubt. But as an administrator, you see, as an administrator, he is not efficient. Yes, here we find two different qualities of the same person. As a teacher, he is excellent, he is good. But as an administrator, he is not so efficient. Okay, now come. Next, number 7. Air an is used after half, rather, such, what, quite, etc. It is applied to a countable thing or person. Then how? Very interesting. And here, such an accident, such a flower, such an accident. You see, such an accident after such an is used here. Such an accident has never occurred before. Yes, it is the first time such type of accident has happened or occurred. Okay, yes. What a wonderful sight. What a, after what we use a here to express exclamatory sentence. You see, what a wonderful sight it is. I am leaving in half an hour. You see, after half and can be used before the singular counter na half an hour. Yes, I am about to leave. Just I am going to leave home. After half an hour. You see here how we use after such, what, half, quite, etc., rather, etc. It is rather a very unfortunate incident. Yes. Now come the next idea, what we find in this connection, that is how a is used with few, little, in positive sentence. You see, listen here how these are quantifiers. Few, little are the quantifiers of expressing negative ideas to qualify or to determine the head nouns. Okay, but whenever we use a few, a little, then they express positive ideas. Then how? Listen, you see here, there is a little milk. Here we find there is some amount of milk. Yes, there is a little milk in the glass. You can use. A few students passed exam. You see here, this is an expression of positive meaning. Okay, now come here. We find a is also used in a phrase to indicate a quantifier. To indicate a quantifier. Then how? A great many, a great many, a good deal of, a large number of, a number of, etc. A large number of tourists visit India to see the marvelous sight of Taj Mahal. Yes, a large number of tourists. Again, a number of birds from Siberia come to Chilika every year in winter. You see, these are the examples in the connection with how we use a large number of, a number of, a good many, a good deal of, etc. before the countable nouns. Okay, also uncountable nouns. These are the quantifiers. Okay. Now come the next idea in this connection, that air on is used in phrases like a group of, a team of, before plural countable nouns. Again, before plural countable nouns. Naturally, you see, before plural countable nouns, a or an cannot be used. Okay, as you know, but find a team of players. We cannot say a players, but we can say a team of players. Yes, a gang of robbers. We cannot say a robbers, but we can say a gang of robbers. Robbers may be many, but gang is one. Yes, here we find a swarm of bees. Similarly, a swarm of bees. You see here how these are collective nouns. Swarm of, gang, swarm, group, team. Yes, regiment. These are collective nouns. And here a pile of books. We cannot say a books, but we can say a pile of books. Yes. A galaxy of or cluster of stars. We cannot say a stars, but we can say a galaxy or cluster of stars. A bunch of keys, a bunch of bananas, a bunch of flowers, etc. we can express. Therefore, my dear student, take interest in this connection so that we can definitely express noun phrases in a very comfortable manner. Now come to the next idea, that is, here we find, in order to use an uncountable noun in a countable sense. You see, dear students, before uncountable noun, we cannot use a or an. But in order to indicate any uncountable noun in countable sense, we can use a or an. How? Then see, in a countable sense, whenever article a or a is used to in the phrases like a glass of, a handful of, a packet of, a jar of, a piece of, a drop of, a kilogram of, a ball of, a sheet of, a bottle of, a tin of, a bit of, a grain of, etc. These are very suitable phrases. We can use them before uncountable nouns to express them in countable sense. Okay, then see the examples. A piece of paper. Naturally, a piece of paper, we cannot say a paper. Or a piece of cloth. Yes, we cannot say a cloth. A piece of wood, we cannot say a wood. Yes, a meat, similarly, meat, advice, information, and news. It is a piece of very heartbreaking news. Okay, so you see how we use the matter. A handful of rice, the beggar says. Give me a handful of rice, not a rice. You see, a drop of blood. Give me a drop of blood. I will give you freedom. Our leading leader, Netaji, expressed. Yes, and here we find a tin of oil, not one oil. Okay, now come the next and the last idea in this connection, that is how you see here we find that air on is used with cold, fever, cough, headache, temperature, etc. So the matter is clear that I have a headache this morning. She had a fever or cold yesterday, therefore she couldn't attend the meeting. At the end, we come to the point that, my dear students, the use of air on the indefinite articles are very significant or important in our day-to-day expressions, either in spoken or written English. Therefore, my dear students, take interest in understanding the several meanings of article a or an, so that we can make very suitable noun phrases in order to express in our spoken and written English. Thank you for being with me. Hope you must have enjoyed this class. See you in the next segment. Till then, bye.